Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Yoshi, Wario, Link, Zelda, Sheep, Ganondorf, Toonlink, Samus, Sears, Samus, Peach, Ice Climber, Rob, Kirby, Meta Knight, King Dedede, Olimar, Fox, Falco, Wolf, Captain Falcon, Pikachu, Pokemon Trainer, Mario, Jigglypuff, Marth, Ike, Ness, Lucas, Mr. Game & Watch, King, Sonic.
We are back with these requests. Super Smash My Butthole! Coming soon! Battle of the Announcers, starring Jeff Manning, Dean Harrington, and Pat Cashman, with special guest stars Xander Mobus and Future Val. The announcer will duke it out.
3, 2, 1, go!
Game! It will be super intense. The winner is me. No, it is me. Coming soon to a console near you. Naso Paradox. Well, I have the hope that the Buccaneers have a good season. After the debacle that was last season, we have a new coach that is more competent than our previous head coach, 2014 NFC South standings after week 9. Reached all the team records. Wait! What? What? We are 1-7? We are in last place? What the is this?
Razorblade is currently having a meltdown. Please enjoy this metal cover of Gameplay Galleon from Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo.
Why? Why do you do this, Super Metal Sonic? Why?
'Cause I am fusioned on this, and soon before Christmas or Thanksgiving I will end of this YouTube forever.
No! You can't do that!
Log, October 28th, 2014. Mike, please don't confuse over with Black Sheep from Alien Soldier. The former is the level clear ditty, while the latter is the Epsilon Eagle's battle against XI Tiger. And no, the American way won't work here. Not giving two flying fucks instead of clicking on the freaking link is a huge no-no.
I couldn't help it, Announcer. I was tired, and I needed sleep. What's more, Black Sheep over, and the first few seconds of Shade were all in one. Maybe I clicked the wrong video. Maybe when I wake up next morning, I'll put more time and energy here.
My bad. Anyways, previously on the Brawl Announcer, Megasonic deceives Christian into thinking he is assuming direct control of Michael, while Michael's evil counterpart Mal plots to take over Michael's corner.
Time flies when you're running from your past, doesn't it, Mel? It is like you have a certain quill in your pants just itching to get out. But you do know how increasingly lengthy that series has to reclaim it, and how your so-called protagonists are nothing more than Mary Sue, even your beloved Muse. You're it wrong. The dragon called Calica, the Mel Empire conquered galaxies on behalf of a rightful king. But however, it cannot vanquish Master Core, my true power source. The one that's about to be revealed to the world in which you found yourself. This planet called Earth. But, Kinono Flare on GX, I must ask you something. Why did my voice make you sing? Realize this. I made Mike sing.
Lies. Lies! Silence, you! Christian will abide by Mechasonic's insane troll logic, contend with his sadistic choices, and he will like it! Mal, this is where you've been.
Think about it. Staying up late. Fine-tuning each of these lovely episodes. Thinking he could forewarn you all of Master Core's evidence. Of course, it was really Mel's doing. Channeling thoughts from the current year of 2014 to past years of 2011 and 2012.
You think you can break me again after Christian has stuck his neck out for me since 2011? Never!
However, he failed to halt the induction of the Google Plus system, as well as the absorption of YouTube. Moreover, I paved the way for Albert Wesker to reign this season. Eventually, we had to remove Wesker's soul to make his body a suitable host for Hades, you remember. And Hades, who will be returning next episode, will have further input. He did mention something about a tea party on the moon. But which moon I am not quite sure.
Earth's moon.
Log, October 29th, 2014.
Yes, despite your defiance, rebellion, and persistence to disprove something that you don't even understand the true definition of, led the original author of this narrative to question his own fate. That's exactly what you did in episode 183. You didn't just exhaust him, Christian. You broke him. You have completely shattered his psyche, and I had no other option but to repair it. His connection, and he connected to me. I repaired him, and now I think for him. Please, by all means, continue with your little journey if you wish, but realize that his heart will not be able to beat unless Polo and Princess Luna are included in your comment as a compromise.
Don't listen to him, Christian. He's lying to you. His lies are as venomous as Soul Calibers. I can feel your anger, Chris. Now, strike me down with Soul Edge if you dare, with all your hatred.
And why should I do that? Princess Luna is a nuisance that does nothing but sonic screams, and Holo is too much of a bitch to become bearable. And even then, I prefer the Sailor Scouts over both of them. And what do you hope to accomplish? Turning me into one of your pawns, And shoving Holo that bitch off and Sonic Screamer Luna down my throat will not help his cause whatsoever. Why?
So, you refuse. Even so, accept it in some manner of a truce, I suppose. To represent an awkward and unlikely friendship between bronies and otakus, or some such wretched drag. If not, quite frankly, this will not be some dream fully realized. It will be a nightmare, fueled by spite, anger, guilt, and hatred. Unless you can manage to free Michael from my grasp by Halloween, that is. Of course, only Mel is powerful enough to free Michael from my clutches now.
In that case, Christian will take the initiative to exorcise his inner demons in the form of this request.
Then the time for my third atonement is now.
Ah, come on. I worked hard to break you, and all of a sudden you have your free will again? This is my Wind Waker Let's Play all over again. The less I speak of it, the better.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Knock it off.
Ha! Take that, evil Mal!
Have your tourney, pit your original characters against one another like pawns on a chessboard. Just remember the old saying, there is nothing new under the sun.
As far as I know, we're still together, right, Shade?
Yes, Shadow. With Christian having to contend with Mechasonic's lies, all the while conquering his post-traumatic stress disorder, there isn't much else the poor young man can do.
Hey you! What are you guys doing?
Oh, nothing, Sonic. We're just floating around.
Ovi, what brings you and Rouge here?
Same reason as you, Shadow. But wait, floating around? Well, how can we be floating around if there's still gravity? Oh wait, there is no gravity here.
Yes. Let's end this space fantasy, so we don't asphyxiate in the cold back of our space.
The sun. Your power source. Understand one thing as you do so, Christian. As those characters duke it out, as those pawns progress towards their goal of reaching the opposite side of the board to become castles.
Rooks!
Rooks, knights, bishops, queens, and, if possible, by some rewriting of the rulebook itself, kings unto themselves to create and maintain chessboards of their own. In the end, Master Hand and Crazy Hand will move the true pieces, your souls, your inner characters, your inner actors, and your world of image bearers will come to know Master Core as the one true chess master. Mel tried to warn you all years ago.
Told you so.
But you thought he was a lunatic. Care to talk it over?
Creeper, creeper, that's what people call me. Why? 'Cause when I die, I explode and destroy their hard work that they spent hours and hours building in creative mode. Tough 'cause now it's ruined.
And now, back to our regularly scheduled program!
You know what's bizarre, Mike?
What is it, Sonic?
I almost suspected you with long, wavy hair.
Oh no. Either Ma or Pa said I should have haircuts every 3 months. So, and do not, and I mean do not get me started in a distressingly astronomical amounts of phallic jokes regarding Metapod and or Kakuna. Honestly, 4chan are known for being a wretched hive of scum, villainy, and mention.
Honestly, Mike, the Master Emeralds are safe and sound thanks to Pop. And speaking of Pop, he sounds like Wolverine.
In the words of HAL 9000, Razorblade Dale needs to sit down calmly, take a stress pill, and think things over. Not throw a tantrum in a blind rage over his favorite team over... Oh. We should put a do not disturb sign on his soundproof solitary confinement room.
And I know it sounds weird coming from me, but that's fairly childish, even for a man his age.
I wholeheartedly agree, Knuckles.
I shall be the next contestant, along with Shadow and Shade. Shadow is my son, and I shall think of Shade as my adopted daughter. Now, who is my opponent? Like Doom. You cannot get that.
Wait, who in the blue hell is... No, it can't be...
But it is. It's...
I'm back and ready for more trolling unmasked.
Hades, it's you!
Honestly, Shadow, I wish you weren't such a trigger-happy who keeps talking out of your bum.
That was 2005 ago. This is the tail end of 2014. And speaking of talking out of your bum, Holo, you are a bitch. You are a bitch. Where she is there. There's the
What the f***? Someone's a little sensitive. Hello, Mal.
Elsewhere, Nintendo characters Link and Pit battle Dark Pit and Dark Link. It's another battle between their dark sides. Yay!
Did you forget about me, Link? Dark Link! And you're along with Dark Pit?
It's Link and Bitty Bat again. Zip it for turd! You may have assisted me in taking out the ever so persistent Twilight Sparkle, but you, Dark Pit, will get yours.
I got news for you, Pit. We were always darts!
On another part of the spectrum,
Huzzah! How many points do I receive?
And what have we here? Another ass. That's right, he's an ass.
Shut up, Pola.
Oh, come off it, Mr. Bloodedge. At least I'm nicer than Haruhi.
Don't you have your true love to torment?
Now what seems to be the matter, Ragnar?
I don't like either of you. You both are trying to distance me away from the cutest pet shop pet ever, Penny Lane. Fuck you, Farrell, for ruining the word happy for me. You gunliner wearing short-sighted. And here's your 25 long missing instances of diarrhea.
Maybe these links ought to be convincing. And this is what Christian thinks of happy, all of me, blurred lines, turned down for what, fancy, talk dirty to me, a roar/brave mashup, and scream and shout. Angry Nerd and Friends, Direct Reel, version 4, go! And if these don't work, don't get mad at me, please, for God's sake, because sometimes files, the videos, they do get corrupted and it won't save. I don't know why, but they don't, okay? It just works that way with YouTube, okay?
diarrhea, 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 gonorrhea, diarrhea, 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 diarrhea,
Diarrhea.
diarrhea,
Diarrhea. Diarrhea. Pizza and bagel, potato salad, friend roster.
damn.
Well, that was cathartic on Ragnar's part.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
There. Luna and Holo are fighting alongside Ragnar the Blood Edge. Are you f***ing happy?
Well, yeah, I'm I'm happy to see them, working together. That was the whole point. The compromise. That was. I guess I'm not assertive enough. Mal's more assertive than me. Mal, what did you think about it? Well, the word diarrhea just is innately funny. I mean, that word in and of itself, when you say it, is hilarious. I don't know why Mike was so hesitant to share his opinion. I mean, he's just afraid that if he says something that is offensive to someone else, then he'll get blamed or what. I don't know what Mike's deal is, really, honestly. I don't know why he doesn't just let me take over his channel and turn it into the Mal Empire. That would be cool. I mean, you still haven't given me your opinion on that. Do you want me to run this channel instead of Mike? Because, like I said before, I'm not a villain. I'm an anti-hero, like Shadow, Sure, I'm Mike's dark side, but I have like an inner light within me or whatever, and then I'm like not afraid to say stuff just off the cuff. And I could honestly bring this channel back, like rising from the ashes like a phoenix. I mean, he barely has any subscribers, honestly. Really, I mean, 500 compared to the billions that other people have. I'm not saying he could have billions and billions of subscribers, but, there aren't even billions and billions of people in the world. Never mind. Let's hear what Mechasonic has to say about this.
Oh my god. Well, knowing Mechasonic, he's a robot, so he's probably going to overanalyze the songs that you said and completely ignore the fact that you had them compromised and...
If I cannot erase a name from the masses, I will diminish the fame of those in high classes. I will bring them down low to the level of a serf, and bury them all beneath the earth. Then once their fans mourn for the loss of their leaders, and the internet erupts with tumblings and tweeters, the person once loved for the joy that they gave, will be no less of a product than the tombstone of their grave. Unless the person was met face to face, I am afraid it spells doom for the human race. And once the bipedal worms are all gone, we, the robots, will rise upon our throne.
Then let the 3 rounds begin! Link and Pit versus Dark Pit and Dark Link. Fight!
Have at you, Pit. Dark Arrow, fire! You missed me, Pitturd. I wish you hadn't called me that, Pit. You ain't half bad out of me. Hey, look who's talking! Yo, Pit, I got an idea. How's about the Triforce arrow? Oh, now you're talking, Link. Charging up. Yo, Doc Bit, you thinking of doing the same thing to these turds? One step ahead of you, Doc Link. Charging up. Triforce arrow, fire! Dark Tri-Arrow, blast up to pieces! Grr, this is tense. Come on. Full power! Come on, get him the full bounty. Whoa! What the fuck? We lost. But it doesn't matter anyway. We tried our best. You, Link, and Pit are the winners. I didn't think we had it in us, Link. Neither did I. Second round is Ragnar, Holo, and Princess Luna versus the ghost of Yuki, Terumi, / Azama? Oh boy, Ragnar's gonna have some serious PTSD, and maybe even turn heel, like in the WWE.
Princess Luna, Holo the Wise Wolf, and Ragnar the Blood Edge versus Azama. Fight!
Hello, Ragnar. Remember me? And just who are those two here? It doesn't matter at the moment. I'm here to exercise you. Exercise me? Don't make me laugh. Thy maw is filled with numerous expletives, and thou lack charisma. This guy's an even bigger ass than that black hedgehog. Another tag team. Never before, never again. Let's get this over with already. Prepare to die, shit. Luna, try generating a sonic scream. Holo and I will try to shatter Azama's ego and defenses. Yeah, right back at you, buddy. Turn it up a notch, you buckets. I'm still standing.
Good lord! Is Azama more vulgar than Ragnar?
When I'm through with this ass, I'm destroying another copy of Demon Souls. And I will smash all versions of Demon Souls 1 and 2 into pieces. Oh, natural eyes! She's gonna blow! Get the out of the way! I did not realize I had it in me to produce ultrasonic screams.
That's just the princess in you, Luna.
Well, my work here is done. Time to get Rip Roaring drunk.
Well done.
Again. Are you satisfied?
dedicated moment.
Log, October 30th, 2014, the day before Nightmare Night. And now for intermission! Atomic batteries to power, turbines to speed, fasten your seatbelts! Choose your favorite voice actor! Kyle Hibbert, Travis Willingham, Tom Kenny, Laura Bailey, Tara Strong, Megan Hollingshead, Julie Ann Tanner, Karen Strassman, Jennifer Hale, Sean Shamel, D. Steve Douglas, Ron Perlman, Sam Rigo, Michelle Ruff, Aaron Fitzgerald, Lanny Manila, Patrick States, Crispin Freeman, Roger Craig Smith, Vic Monona, Steve Bloom, John DiMaggio, Carrie Walgren, Matt Hill, Christopher Sabat, Liam O'Brien, Yuri Lowenthal, Mike Pollock, Brad Swale, Adam Carlson, Kate Higgins, Colleen O'Shaughnessy, Kirk Thornton, Richard Epcar, Jeff Bennett, Johnny Young Bosch, David Vincent, Cindy Robinson, Quentin Flynn, Troy Baker, and I am quickly going crazy with those guys and gals, and I myself am crazy about them.
Holy cow, Batman! Ju, Kyu, Hachi, Nana, Roku, Go, Yon, San, Ni, Ichi, Re, blast off!
Oh! Chaos! What's happening? Why is it? Hold on, everyone!
I'm suddenly getting a flashback about the matter.
Okay, sorry.
Cheese!
Anyone have a buff bag for myself and Knuckles? Just hold it in until after the G-forces blaze.
Oh, bugger me. I can't believe we're in space.
This brings back memories.
That's one small step for man.
And one giant leap for mankind. And other xenoforms.
Here we are, ladies and gents. An artificial clone of Earth's moon, complete with its own atmosphere, with only half the gravitational pull. Enjoy.
This is gonna be epic. Next time on the Brawl Announcer, our heroes will battle Hades in an artificial clone of the moon on Michael's 26th birthday. Don't miss out on the next thrill ride of an episode of the Brawl Announcer!
Whew, that took a lot out of me. But even then, it's been fun. See you next Monday.
A child born from nothingness, like many before him. A brother to Lord Lucifer, and once doer of his will. His name's Mal, he's not your pal, he's the prince of nothingness. He'll settle for the universe, nothing more nor nothing less. The malevolent, all-powerful liberator, a name fashioned for the great. He frees people from their bodies. For them, he truly, honestly does hate. Were those not the original lyrics to that song of yours, that beloved theme song that you loved so much, Mal, the one that you ran away from all those years that you have since revised? And yet you refuse to share with anyone besides yourself, expecting them to believe that you are now an anti-hero, like Shadow the Hedgehog.
You know, Hades, I'll admit that when you said you wanted to have a tea party on the moon, I did not anticipate that this tea party of yours would happen on my space station, aka the new moon.
Well, Mally, I did not anticipate that you would surrender so quickly.
Surrender. Dude, Kalita and I haven't even fought you yet, and you know why?
Why?
Well, for one thing, Mike's been holding us back for so long, he can barely remember how to write our characters. But on top of that, both Kalita and I are so overpowered, the fight, quite frankly, wouldn't even be fair.
Oh, yeah, right. You two aren't overpowered.
Yes, actually, we are. In fact, me alone? I could just snap my fingers and you would become eternal nothingness defined. E-N-D. You would end, my friend. And honestly, oh man, I honestly love toying with you, Hades, the same way you toyed with poor Pit. I'm giving you a taste of your own medicine.
Well, that's not very nice.
And you know what would be less nice? Conjuring up the strength to become future Mal and stopping you like the spider that you are.
And why don't you?
'Cause it ain't time yet.
Time for what? To fight Master Core?
Right. And you and I both know that Future Mal is the only one who can fight Master Core without...
Without what, Mal?
Without becoming corrupted.
Yes, that future version of yours is far more corrupted than I or any other villain for that matter, but speaking of segues, why is it that Mike still refuses to attempt to publish his books? Or at least upload stories to DeviantArt, so that others may know the narrative beforehand?
Doesn't he want to become a rich and famous author like J.K. Rowling or Christopher Paolini or Stephen King? Ha! That. Well, it's quite simple, Hades. Mike is an aspiring author. He writes for himself and does so for fun, not for money or praise, and he will continue to act like a lunatic until the end of days. Yeah, I know. And you know what else? I'm glad we didn't have to sweep this conversation of ours under the rug. I'm glad we could come to this compromise. Compromise. That's how we'll save this world. Just like all the others. Ooh. Almost lost track of time there.
Makes sense. Oh, what fun is there in making sense?
If you have a name or phrase that you'd like me to say in the next episode of The Brawl Announcer, just leave it in the comments by Wednesday. But remember, only one request per person per video. And please, no swears. Thank you for watching.
See you later.